The purpose of this screencast is to explain your SOL test reflection assignment. The purpose of this assignment is for you to get a great understanding of what your students are actually going to be tested on at the end of the year. We can all read through the curriculum framework, but if we don't actually understand the assessment, then it makes it kind of pointless. So what I want you to do is take 2 Virginia SOL assessments, obviously grades 3 through 5. You need to take 1 science and 1 social studies. I'd like for you to kind of pick a split, so don't do 2 third, but if you do, third grade, then do 5th grade or 4th and 5th or something like that. You can find the assessments at the Virginia Department of Ed website. The link is posted right there for you. Not available on Moodle as it says, but actually available on Google Classroom. So many of the history tests were released in 2012. You can take any release test. It can be farther back, 2009, whatever you want. There's nothing picky there about that. For this assignment, after you take both tests, what I want you to do is you have 2 choices. You can either write, a 1 to 1.5 page summary of your experience, or you can take a 5-minute video summary. So try a screencast. Tape yourself, use your webcam. This is totally optional. You can pick whichever you want. Within your summary, you can either type or talk about your raw score, your scaled score. Did you pass the assessment? Maybe did you pass advance? If you don't know what this means, pass advance. If you don't know what that means, please investigate it. It's really important that you know what the scaled score is, what the raw score is. I put a little screenshot here on your assignment page just so you can see some information about that. But I do want you to report that in either your video or your summary. You also need to analyze your results based on the reporting category. So each assessment has a reporting category. So if you see here, this is a screenshot of a science assessment. There's different reporting categories from life processes, science investigation, force, motion, and energy, Earth space systems. So I think there's about 4 or 5 of those depending on which grade and which subject area. If you noted any weaknesses, it would be good to consider creating a chart, where you can indicate, okay, I got, 4 wrong total and I got 3 wrong in scientific investigation. And, as a teacher, if one of your students did that, you would know, well, this is an area where I really want to focus my instruction further when I do my review at the end of the year. So I just want you to kind of investigate your own knowledge of this SOL content in this assignment. Also, you can certainly include any goals that you have to overcome, any weaknesses that you've indicated. Certainly you may not have any weaknesses. In the past, many students have found that they only have, miss 1 or 2. Now, I do want you to be honest with this assignment. It's pointless if you just look at the answer key, right? Certainly that is right there for you. Don't be tempted, really. Just see if you know it. I can tell you honestly, I'm from Maryland originally, and I taught 4th grade Virginia studies. I didn't know all of that Virginia history until I had to teach it. So do this honestly. You're not going to be penalized if you don't pass, if you don't pass advanced. That's certainly not the point here. So as I said, it's critical that you know the content that you teach. You're going to be evaluated on understanding content, and it's really hard to teach content if you don't understand it yourself. All right, so the last thing that we're going to look at quickly is your score sheet. Just review this in your own time. This is going to be how you're evaluated. Remember, I can only give you points for these categories, so make sure that you do them, whether you are writing this assignment out or whether you are going to take a video clip. So if you're doing the video, just make sure that you touch base on, the statistics, the reporting category, the category chart. Remember that you can do a screencast, so I encourage you to, create that chart and then do a quick screenshot of it and explain it. Don't worry if you stumble a couple times. I do that frequently, as you can tell. So good luck with this assignment, and I look forward to seeing your submissions.